Welcome to our next video in the onboarding video series. This video will focus on tasks. Tasks at Mindrift are how you contribute to the training of language models. Whether you're writing or editing, every piece of text you submit will help develop a model's skills. Language models require large amounts of data to recognize patterns, so we encourage you to contribute as much as you can to each project. You will work on a variety of tasks. These include generating prompts, writing answers to prompts, and generating dialogues. When a new project is launched, the project manager will give a walkthrough of the requirements, sharing guidelines and instructions for each task. You will also be informed about the task rate, which is calculated based on the average effort required to complete a given task. Depending on the pipeline, you may have access to multiple projects at a time. To access your tasks, log into your Mindrift account. You will land on your dashboard. You have the option to view your dashboard in either light or dark mode. The main section of your dashboard lists all the tasks available to you. These are organized into projects. Please take note of the instruction button under each task name. You may access a task's instructions before beginning to work on it if you need a refresher on the guidelines. When you are ready to start, click the Start button. You have now entered the main task interface. Each project has a unique layout optimized for the work required. However, there are consistencies you can expect to see with every task. Starting from the top left, these buttons include Guidelines. Similar to the Instructions button from the dashboard, this takes you to the guidelines for the task, opening in a new tab. The guidelines are supported by a video which gives a demo of task completion. Next to this is another video that provides a reminder of how to use our AI writing assistant. At the top center of your screen is our timer. You will be allocated time to complete a task. This is not to be confused with the average completion time for the task. We understand that disturbances can happen as you work, so we allocate between 2 to 3 hours to complete a task. Scrolling down the task screen, you will come across tools that we have added to help you produce high-quality text. The first is a grammar checker. Click it to see mistakes that you need to correct in your text. We also offer an AI assistant. This is not there to write for you. Instead, it is there to inspire you. This is particularly helpful for tasks that require considerable creativity. You will be required to rewrite the inspirational text provided by the assistant, changing it significantly so that it is in your own words and sounds human. Lastly, we have included a word count to help you keep track of how long your submissions are. It also shows the minimum number of words required for a given text. This varies from project to project. Finally, we have come to the end of your task screen. Here you will see two buttons on the bottom right and left of the screen. On the right is the Submit button. Only click this if you are happy with your work and are ready to submit it for review. After pressing Submit, the next available task in the task set will immediately load. Clicking the Exit button will reveal two options. One is simply to exit and the other is to submit and finish. Submit and finish will send your work for review. The only difference is that you will be taken back to your dashboard and not to the next task. Use this option if you are happy with your task and want to take a break from work after submitting it. The last option, to exit, takes you back to the dashboard, but your clock will still be running. You will have the option to then go back into the task to complete it. Watch the clock to make sure you don't run out of time. If you do, your work will not be saved. Click Continue to resume work. The key to completing tasks lies in following instructions. Don't be tempted to rush through tasks. Quality over quantity. Check guidelines for updates regularly. No two projects are the same, so pay particular attention when a new project is launched. Now you have submitted your task. Where does your task go? Your task will be reviewed by an editor. If you have met the requirements and followed instructions, your task will be accepted. If, however, you have missed the mark and need to make edits to your task will be sent back to you for a rewrite. Your rewrite will then go for a second review where it will either be accepted or rejected if it still falls short of the requirements. Since we can't use these rejected tasks for training our models, there is no compensation for them. However, we award a 20% bonus for all tasks accepted without the need for a rewrite. And that's all on tasks. Keep watching the video series and you'll soon be ready to start working.